Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to an historic day here at Glenwood School. It's the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Today, the first ever flag football game in Glenwood School history, as the Gators are set to host the Opelika Bulldogs from just up the road, about 30 minutes in Opelika. Gators coming in their first season under the head coach Allie Cadenhead, and the Gators hosting their first ever flag football game. Noah Shelton, Matt Milton here with you on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. And, Matt, it's an honor. It's going to be a fun day here at Glenwood.
Yeah, absolutely, Noah. As you say, flag football is a sport that has grown more and more, as we have seen in not only the state of Alabama, but overall in high school sports in recent years. Got some great teams in this area, Central and Smith Station. Opelika, one of those here visiting Glenwood today. Now the Glenwood Gators set to begin a new era here at the Swamp.
Opelika won the coin toss. They elected to defer, so the Gators will get the ball at their own 20-yard line to begin the ball game. Again, for the Gators new to flag football, field a little smaller, 100 yards total, or 80 yards between the end zones. Pretty similar in a lot of aspects, though, to the normal high school football. 12-minute quarters, 4 quarters there are, and 10 yards to get a first down. Gators in the black tops and black bottoms, Opelika with the white tops and the black bottoms. As the Gators offense gets flag football at Glenwood School underway first. It'll be Carrington Slocum starting the ball game at quarterback. And Lily Moody will snap it back to her.
It's right there on the pants. The down marker is on the pants.
And still waiting for the officials to get the down marker 10 yards in front of where the ball will be snapped from.
Yeah, no, we must mention Glenwood, no slouch an opponent today. Opelika,
absolutely.
We were talking about in the pregame, Class 6A, 7A in the past 2 years. They have reached the state quarterfinals, so this is an immediate test for Glenwood right out of the gate.
Yeah, Opelika, a great season last year. Fell to Central in the playoffs. Then again, who didn't lose to Central last year? An unbelievable run that the Red Devils have been on. And now a part of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Going to be great to cover them throughout the rest of the football season and beyond. So now we got the down marker set, and we're ready for play here from the Swamp. Sammy Howard Field has seen a lot of football games in its day, but today the first flag football game in its history. And now we're ready for play as the whistle blows. Monkus in motion, giving a give on the near side on the sweep. And taken down for a gain of about 5. See that about Ava Burns, number 22, on the carry for the Gators. Again, a gain of about 5 brings up second down 5. And flags or whistles before the snap. Let's see. I don't think the down marker was set for play again. But on the first set of downs, is actually they give you 5 yards, first and 5. Now it's the first down, first and 10 for the Gators. Quick screen over the middle, caught across the 25 and down near the 30. That's Lola Monkus on the reception. Gains about 9 there on first down.
Yeah, no, we were talking about it in the pregame. Glenwood, this Glenwood team, a lot of multi-sport athletes. Monkus, we just mentioned there, was the shortstop for the Glenwood softball team a year ago. Also mentioned Slocum, the quarterback, also a member of that team for head coach Josh McConnell.
Gators just shy of the 40-yard line. 5 wide. Another throw, this one over the middle and incomplete. Intended for Paisley Bailey, as Slocum was taken down there in the backfield. Good pursuit by Harper Threat for Opelika. Brings up third down. Bunch set near side for the Gators. Snap back to Slocum. She's going to run for it. Runs to the far side across the 45 to the 50 and taken down there just shy of the marker. Get tackled by Ozora Weaver for the Bulldogs. So about 2 or 3 yards shy of that first down marker to gain brings up third down. Take that fourth down. Gators keeping the offense on the field, going to go for it. Fourth and about 3 yards to go. Slocum with the snap, looking to throw. Slings it over the middle, incomplete into traffic. Try to get it out to Lola Monkus on fourth down, but the Gators turn the ball over on downs, and Opelika with decent field position to begin their first offensive drive. So Glenwood turns the ball over on downs in their first ever drive. We'll be back in just a moment for Opelika's first here on the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood.
Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Michaela Chambry on the carry for Opelika as we come back. Gains about 7 on the first play for the Bulldogs. Going to be second down and about 13. Again, Noah Shelton, Matt Melton here with you for the first ever flag football game at Glenwood School. Chambry, plenty of time, slings it far side, incomplete. Throw a little behind the outstretched arms of Mariah Jones, brings up third down. Sun glaring in the Opelika offense's face. Chambry to throw again. In trouble, almost got sacked and throws it incomplete. Pass intended for Nala Riggs. And on the pressure there for the Gators, Miller Sims brings up fourth down for Opelika. Chambry on fourth down, rolls far side, looking downfield, going to run for it, does not get there. Great tackle in open space by Lily Moody, and the Gators force a turnover.
It's a heck of a flag pull right there, Noah, in open field. A lot of green grass in front of the quarterback there for Opelika, but a heck of a flag pull.
Great pull there by Moody. Both teams failed to convert on fourth down on their opening drives. 7:25 to play in the first quarter. We'd like to remind you that this first quarter is brought to you by Keller Purdue, your local State Farm agent who has supported Georgia Alabama Sports Live since the beginning. Give her a call today as she is the biggest State Farm agent in East Alabama but has customers on both sides of the river.
Popcorn and hot Zaxby's noodles.
Now 1st and 10 for the Gators offense. Just across the 30-yard line. Going to be a handoff on the far side, misdirection to Monkus. Monkus on the carry down the sideline, taken down after a gain of about 4.
Monkus around right in for the big game. Bring up second down for the Gators.
Yeah, Noah, if you're Glenwood head coach Allie Cadenhead here, you've got to kind of be proud of the start you've had so far. First ever game. First drive went about 20 to 30 yards. You got to stop on defense there, and now you've looked to get something going here on maybe your second drive of the game.
Slocum, handoff, near side on the sweep. That's Bailey. Bailey down the middle of the field, taken down across the 40, near the 42. It will be enough for a first down as the Gators move across the 40-yard line. first down and about 18. Handoff on the sweep coming near side. Again, that's Monkus. Going to be Ava Burns actually on the carry there for the Gators, taken down after a gain of about 2.
The end tackle by number 15. Play gain about 3 yards.
Going to be second down 16. Of course, in flag football, you gain a first down for every 20 yards down the field. So across you pass the 20, it's a first down. You pass the 40, it's a first down. Passing the other territory at the 40, it's a first down, and so on. Second down and about 15. Pitch back to Slocum. She's going to throw off of it over the middle. Caught it across midfield and taken down at the 48 Opelika territory. Lily Moody, great reception. Brings up third down and about 8. Good play there by the Gators. Little gadget play, some trickery on that one.
It's a heck of a grab across the middle of the field, too. Third down here, about 8 yards to go. Noah, we'll see what the call is here for the Lady Gators.
Got to think, too, with how we've seen this game be played, that it's 2 downs from here for the Gators offense. Slocum, plenty of time over the middle, incomplete. Chloe Walden hit hard by Michaela Chambry defensively. And another fourth down upcoming for the Glenwood offense.
The dangerous ball across the middle of the field there. See what the decision is here on fourth down. Looks like it will be a punt potentially for Glenwood.
Ball in the hands of Addison Osman. And it looks like it will be a punt for the Gators near midfield. Snap back to Moody. Kick is away now toward the far side and out of bounds inside the 10. Good punt there by Moody. Still scoreless here, 4:15 to play first quarter between the Gators and the Bulldogs on the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
Savings on heavy-duty trucks right now at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. Choose from over 75 Chevy and GMC 2500 HDs with savings up to $12,000. For work or play, check them all out side by side. Or get 4.9% financing for 48 months and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
And welcome back to the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood. Opelika and the Gators in a scoreless tie here in our first quarter. The first ever flag football game at Glenwood School. Noah Shelton, Matt Melton back here with you. Bulldogs now on offense after the Glenwood punt. Handoff to the far side and across the 15, and taken down just shy of the 20. Caden Sally on the carry for Opelika. Going to be bringing up second down and about 2 for Opelika from their own 18-yard line. .340 to play in this first quarter, and both defenses have really had their way in the early going. Another handoff on the far side and taken down immediately in the backfield for a loss. Great tackle by by Miller Sims in the backfield for the Gators. Makes it third down and long.
Yeah, number 7 for the Gators having an excellent start here this afternoon. Probably the second or third time she's already done that so far.
Great flag pull. That brings up third down 6. Riggs back to Chambry. Rolls far side, plenty of time, slings it down the far side, and nearly intercepted. In the hands of Brooklyn Sellers. She couldn't hold on to it, but a 4th down upcoming for Opelika.
Noah, could that have been 6 right there?
Yeah, the Bulldogs definitely dodged a bullet on that one. And it looks like Opelika will punt. Kick is away by the Bulldogs. Short kick, taken near midfield and running to the far sideline, and loose is Addison Osmond down the sideline inside the 10-yard line. What a return for the Gators on special teams. A great field position, 1st and goal now from the 9.
Gators will start 1st down at about the 9-yard line.
So Addison Osmond with the biggest play so far of the game for either team. A special teams return all the way inside the 10-yard line. And the Gators set up to take an early lead. Slocum on a give, far side, taken down for a loss. Lola Monk is taken down in the backfield. Look like Harper threat number 8 for Opelika there on the tackle for a loss. Brings up 2nd and goal now from about the 15. And these defenses have really been flying around here in this 1st quarter.
Yeah, Glenwood, be interesting to see if they try to pull up potential pass play here to get something. Maybe took a shot toward the end zone.
Slocum in trouble and taken down for a sack. Flag pulled all the way back across the 20-yard line. Orzoa Weaver on the sack for Opelika. And now 3rd and goal from the 22-yard line upcoming. Gators started with great field position, but this drive has gone backwards. Burns in motion. Slocum to throw. Slings it down the middle, incomplete. Had Lola Monkus near the 10-yard line. A little too strong on the throw outside of her outstretched arms. And now 4th and goal from the 22. Let's see what the Gators decide to do here.
Yeah, no, it'll be interesting here to see if they – looks like they might punt it here. Try to pin Opelika maybe inside the 5-yard line down there. Thought about maybe potentially taking a shot toward the end zone here, but you're looking at about a 30-yard pass to get there. So
going to play the ultimate game at field position right here. Punting on 4th and goal from the 22. Snap back to Moody. Going to try to angle it to the corner. Bounces into the end zone. It's going to be down for a touchback. So that'll bring the ball out for Opelika. To the 15-yard line. So all in all, a punt of about 7 yards net. 15 seconds to play in our Cal-Purdue 1st quarter. Still scoreless here from the Swamp between the Gators and the Bulldogs. In the first ever flag football game at Sammy Howard Field on the campus of Glenwood School. Two wide each side for Chambry. Fakes the give, keeps it near side. Going to run across the 15 and taken down at the 16, gain of about 1. Another great tackle in open space, that one by Chloe Walden for the Gators. And that will take us to the end of our Cal-Purdue State Farm 1st quarter. A defensive slugfest here in the early going from the Swamp. Gators nothing, Bulldogs nothing on the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. We'll be right back.
Everyone, Thrift Behringer here, and I am with Terry Johnson and Terry Johnson Agency, one of the first sponsors I ever had when I started this endeavor. over 4 years ago when I was doing it off my phone. I want to say thank you so much for believing in our vision of being able to serve the community, shine a light on all these athletes, all these programs. And Terry Johnson Agency, they've been serving the community for over 40 years. Home, auto, life, church. Terry Johnson's been helping my family and me specifically. He's my insurance agent. I want to say thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Thrift, and I appreciate the opportunity that you gave me 4 years ago to come on board and to be an initial sponsor with you. And it's just been a good association with you and a pleasure to work with you, and look forward to a long association even further down the road.
No doubt about it. Again, serving the community for many years. You need a quote today, give them a call. Jeremy Crosby, his daughter Brooke, and of course, Mr. Terry. They're going to make you feel at home. They're going to take care of you. He's my insurance agent. It's Terry Johnson Agency, big supporter of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
And welcome back to the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Opelika 0, Gators 0 as we begin our second quarter. Bulldogs with the football at their own 16-yard line. Second down and 4 coming up. Gators had an opportunity last drive. A great punt return by Addison Osman. Had the ball inside the 10, but the Gators failed to convert and ended up punting after losing yardage on the drive. And another great tackle for a loss. Miller Sims again, already with multiple TFLs early in the contest.
Yeah, no, like you said, I believe that's number 3 already. Definitely one of the MVPs for Glenwood so far here in this contest.
So Bulldogs offense that averaged 16 points a game last year. Third down and 10 after the tackle for a loss. Chambry looking to throw, now going to tuck it down and run for it. Close to it, out of bounds about a yard shy. It was actually Jayla Holmes on the carry there for Opelika, about 2 yards shy of that first down marker.
Decision time here if you are Opelika, Noah. 4th and 2. Looks like they're sending the punt team on. You could potentially go for it here, but if you were not to get it, you're giving the ball to Glenwood in some very favorable field position.
4th down upcoming. Chambry back in at the quarterback position, but I think she will punt it away. No, she's going to keep it, run far side, going to go for it. Taken down, she got just enough for it, I believe. Let's see. It was Chloe Walden on the flagpole, but it was just enough there on 4th down for Opelika to pick up that first down.
Razor-thin margin on that far side of the field there, Noah. Matter of inches away from a first down. A heck of a play call, a bold play call right there for the Opelika offense.
The elusive fake punt here in flag football on that one, it looked like. First down for Opelika. Chambry back to throw. Good blocking, and the throw over to the far side. Caught along the sideline by Baker. Olivia Baker angles inside, gets taken down near the 35-yard line. Lily Moody with a good tackle. It brings up second down at about 6.
Number 3 on the reception. Stopped by Lily Moody. Second down for the Bulldogs.
Two wide each side for Chambry. Slings it near side. She had Caden Sally wide open in the flat, but overthrew her. Brings up third down.
Yeah, would have been a first down there. Might have rushed the throw a little bit here on the near side of the field. Had a lot of green grass in front of her, but then again, it's a little too much on that throw there.
Morgan Johnson will check in for Opelika. Be the wide out on the inside here on the near side of the field. Chambry rolls near side, going to run for it, and did not get there. Another great flag pull in open space, that one by Lily Moody.
11 around the left side. Stopped by Lily Moody.
Going to be 4th down and about 2 for Opelika.
Tell you, Noah, there's been some really, really nice flag pulls in open field for these Glenwood defenders so far here this afternoon. That was the latest example of that.
Same formation as the last 4th down play. Let's see if they try to go for it again. Same play, running far side. Chambry got taken down for a loss. What a play in the backfield. Brooklyn Sellers with a massive TFL, and the Gators force a turnover.
You know, Noah, we mentioned the open field flag pulls. There's been some big ones today for the Lady Gators. That one might be the biggest so far, and it will give Glenwood the ball in some excellent field position here.
How about for the first game in school history, how efficient and how solid the tackling has been for this Gators defense? Very impressive for sure. So 1st and about 15 now from the 35-yard line for the Gators offense. Still scoreless here in the second quarter. Gators with good field position. Snap back to Slocum. Low snap, and I think her knee was down when she collected it and handed off. It was. So a mistake there on 1st down loses 5. Tried to hand it off to Paisley Bailey, but her knee was on the ground, so a loss of about 5 there on the low snap. And a high snap that time over the head of Slocum and recovered back near midfield.
I believe that'll back it up 10, Noah.
It will. It's going to be 3rd down and 30 now for the Gators offense. Gators 2 straight drives with great field position, but this one's just self-imploding. 3rd down 30. Slocum rolls near side to throw, slings it deep over the middle, intercepted. Picked off at the 30 and taken down there, intercepted by Olivia Baker, as Chloe Walden saved a lot of yardage on the return, but another Gators drive that started in Opelika territory goes nowhere.
Yeah, no, it kind of had to feel like you had to do something there. 3rd and very long, kind of air it out, maybe take a shot down the middle of the field. Practically serves as what would have been a punt here on 4th down, so it's not the end of the world when it comes to the offensive game plan, but your defense has been strong so far. See if the Gators can get the ball back here.
Yeah, not really a play in the playbook for 3rd down and 30, is there? So now 1st down for Opelika from the 30-yard line, so 1st and 10. Chambry rolls far side, now rolls back near side, in trouble. Got taken out for the sack before she got the ball away. Miller Sims again on the tackle for a loss for the Gators defense.
Tell you what, Noah, Sims is making a very strong case here early on for potential Alex Quinty player of the game.
Absolutely.
4 or 5 TFLs already. That probably her first sack of the game.
Loss of 5 on the sack. 2nd down 15. Chambry throws far side. Intercepted. Intercepted at the 35 and taken down there. Caroline Chappa on the interception for the Gators defensively. And again, great starting field position for the Gators on offense.
Tell you, the Glenwood defense, Noah, it's been impressive so far here today. This is not an easy Opelika team. 6A, 7A quarterfinals each of the last 2 seasons in that tough region with Central and Smith Station, both of which are local flag football powerhouses. Lady Gators have come to play here to start the year.
And Opelika, next time out, will play at Smith Station next week. Slocum in the shotgun. 1st down and 15 from the 35. Going to be a quarterback keeper, running near side, gets the edge to the 30 and taken down there. Caitlin Calloway on the tackle, but there is a flag down near the line of scrimmage. It's a legal motion against the Gators. First flag of the ball game. Going to back the Gators up 5 yards. So after the penalty, still first down. Now first down and about 19 officially. 6:45 and counting in our first half, still scoreless. Slocum running far side. He's just going to tuck it and try to get what she can, and gets taken down just outside of the 30. Gains about 7, brings up second down and 11.
Tell you what, Noah, even though only got about 6 or 7 yards there, that's a big play in the grand scheme of things on this Glenwood drive. Looking to capitalize off the field position. Getting that yardage back on the first down is definitely good, and it will be important for the remainder of this drive.
And the officials have called for the heat timeout of the second quarter, so they'll take a water break, and we'll take it with them. 6:21 to play in our first half, still scoreless from Sammy Howard Field on the campus of Glenwood School on the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood.
Griff Gordy with Gordy Eye Care. For 20 years, we've been proud to serve the Phoenix City, Columbus, and surrounding areas. And Friday Night Lights is one of our favorite times of the year. My team and I love helping our student athletes and their families see every play clearly, with comprehensive eye exams and the latest in eyewear right here in our community. Here's to another season of Friday Night Football. I would love to see you and your family in our office so that we can get you seeing your best.
Case started, do yourself a favor and visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com. 24/7, nights and weekends, 365 days a year, and we only collect if you get paid.
And welcome back to the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood. Still scoreless here in our first half. Gators and the Bulldogs in the first ever flag football game for Glenwood School. Snap back and a throw over the middle, caught by Lily Moody. That was Lola Monkus on the pass. And Moody taken down about 5 yards shy of that marker to gain, brings up third down and about 5.5, make it 6. Fans, I'd like to remind you that tonight's game is brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet and GMC in Opelika, the first and original presenting sponsor on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Monk is in at quarterback, going to be a keeper near side, taken down for a loss. Another great open field tackle, that one by Harper. Threat again for the Bulldogs on defense. He's going to bring about 4th down and 10 now for the Gators offense, and you got to imagine they're going to go for it.
Yeah, decision time here for head coach Allie Cadenhead. Do you try to replicate what you did last time around, punting, maybe pin Opelika, look to pin them inside the 5 here? It looks like what they might do.
Yeah, I tell you what, the loss in the play was more than I accounted for. It's going to be 4th down and about 13, and it will be Lily Moody out there to boot it away on the punt for the Gators. Low snap, and the ball hit the ground, and there's not going to be a punt because of that. The ball will be dead at the spot it hit the ground, and a special teams mistake that time by the Gators. Snap a little low by Addison Osmond, and the Bulldogs will have possession just shy of midfield. So mistake on special teams for the Gators. Opelika first down and about 1 yard to gain. That's a ball marked just shy of midfield. 5:01 to play in our first half, still scoreless from Sammy Howard Field. Snap back to Chambry, rolls far side, looks to throw, slings it down the middle of the field, incomplete, off the hands of Paisley Bailey, nearly intercepted. On 1st down and 1, what better time to take a shot?
Yeah, they had a few receivers on that far side of the field. One player running directly toward that pylon. Looked like that might have been where it was going, but the Glenwood back line of defense so far has been good in this game. Already seen 1 interception, nearly had a second there.
So 2nd down and a yard. Opelika in that 4th down punt formation where Chambry's kept it a couple times. Going to be that same play, running near side, taken down again for a loss. Guess who? Miller Sims with another TFL.
It's number 5 or 6 already here, Noah. Number 7 having a heck of a game for the Lady Gators.
It was first down and 1, now about third down 4 for the Opelika offense. Same bunch formation. Chambry going to run for it. Far side taken down again for a loss, and it's Miller Sims again forcing fourth down. And Chambry a little slow to get up, now does, and will walk off the field. And now fourth down and 5 for Opelika after they had a first down and 1.
And Noah, this is probably definitely a punt situation here for Opelika. They have gotten creative on these fourth down plays so far here this afternoon, though, so you never know. Be interesting to see what the call is here for the Bulldogs.
And we've seen Jayla Holmes in at quarterback a couple times today. She's back in now with Chambry off the field. Rolling far side, going to go for it. Throws it to the far side. Caught for the first down across midfield. Tinsley Williams on the reception down to the 30-yard line, and a big fourth down conversion there for the Opelika offense.
First time I believe we've seen them throw on fourth down tonight, Noah.
Yeah,
definitely the right call there. Wide open on the far side of the field. Comfortable pitch and catch if you are the quarterback wide receiver there.
Yeah, we've seen a few quarterback runs with Chambry for Opelika, but now with her out of the game for the moment, Jayla Holmes steps in and throws a great pass over the middle to convert on the fourth down. And she rolls far side to throw. Again, going to load up. Slings it deep. Has somebody open, but incomplete. It was Tinsley Williams again open behind the defense. But Holmes short on the throw just a little bit. Brings up second down.
Tell you what, Noah, the Bulldog offense not afraid to air it out here in second quarter. Had some struggles here early on against the Glenwood defense, but Opelika definitely opened up the playbook a little bit here.
And that will take us to the 2-minute timeout. Opelika and Glenwood still scoreless. Second down and about 12 upcoming for Opelika. Look what Jayla Holmes nearly got that pass all the way down to Williams in the corner. See if they take another shot here. Plenty of time, slings it near side, caught at the 35, down inside to the 23 about, taken down by Lily Moody.
It's a big play call, or flagpole, excuse me, right there for the Lady Gators. Stopped them about 2 yards short of a first down. Would have been a first down there if not for the flagpole.
Caden Sally on the reception for Opelika. Third down and 3 coming up. Holmes loads up, slings it far side of the end zone. Lady open. She's got her. Touchdown, Opelika. Olivia Baker on a dot and a dime from Holmes from 23 yards out, and the Bulldogs break the scoreless tie with 1:11 to play in our first half.
We've seen Opelika take some of those shots here in the second quarter, Noah. That time it finally connected, and the Bulldogs on the board first.
What a throw by Jayla Holmes coming in for Michaela Chambry, who went out with an injury earlier. Now the Bulldogs on offense going for the conversion. Man, what a throw that was by Holmes. Almost had Tinsley Williams in the end zone earlier on a long pass, but that one right on the money. Throw over the middle again, batted away, incomplete. So the conversion, no good. It will remain a 6-0 lead for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs break the scoreless tie on a 23-yard pass from Jayla Holmes. They lead at 6-0 with 1:11 to play in our first half on the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood.
heavy-duty savings on heavy-duty trucks. Right now at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. Choose from over 75 Chevy and GMC 2500 HDs with savings up to $12,000. For work or play, check them all out side by side. Or get 4.9% financing for 48 months and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
And welcome back to the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood. Bulldogs 6, Lady Gators nothing. Glenwood looking to respond and try to get on the board here before halftime. They got a minute and 11 seconds to do so. Monkus the throw, slings it over the middle, behind their intended receiver and intercepted. Taken back inside the 10 and taken down there by Monkus, who threw the pick. Pass was intercepted over the middle. Harper threat again, making her presence known defensively. And a massive mistake the Gators couldn't have right before the half.
Yeah, potential game-changing play there from the Opelika defense. We talked about Glenwood's defense making all the big plays here so far. Lady Bulldogs with a big pick there, and now Opelika looking to go up 2 scores here right before the half.
Fans, would like to remind you that tonight's coverage is brought to you by Coca-Cola, presenting sponsor on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. With deep ties to our schools and strong support for local youth athletics, it was a no-brainer to partner with them. Holmes still in at quarterback for Opelika, going to roll far side, slings over the middle, incomplete. Had Tinsley Williams with some room near the 5, but off her fingertips and it falls to the ground.
Tell you what, no, that was a very dangerous pass there. Kind of rolling out to your right, throwing across her body to the middle of the field. It's kind of a no-no in terms of quarterbacks in the NFL, college football, and even high school level.
That's right. You never roll and then throw it back across your body, that's for sure. Cardinal send. Holmes slings it near side, incomplete. Try to get out to Caden Sally, just stretched it out a little too far. Brings up 3rd down.
So we've seen the Glenwood defense get some stops here. Can the Gators do it again? Opelika, though, you got to capitalize off that interception and this field position, though.
It would be a massive stop for the Gators defensively. They could find a way. And there's a flag down. And it's going to be a procedural penalty against Opelika.
Penalty against the Bulldogs will replay 2nd down.
So the penalty was during the play, actually, against Opelika, so we will replay 2nd down after the penalty. It'll be 2nd and goal from about the 20. Pressure comes. Holmes slings it down the near side. Jump ball. Caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Through traffic. Caden Sally on the reception. And the Bulldogs strike with 2 touchdowns in the last 2 minutes of the first half.
You know, we talked about Opelika airing it out a minute ago. Bulldog offense showing exactly why here late in the 2nd quarter, why they were quarterfinal team each of the last 2 years in 6A, 7A.
Now Holmes and the Opelika offense on for the conversion. Quick throw over the middle, intercepted by Moody. So again, the conversion no good by Opelika. Lead is 12-0 Bulldogs with 45 seconds to play in our first half.
45 seconds remaining. Bulldogs 45, Gators. Bulldogs 12, Gators 0.
So Opelika capitalizes on the Glenwood mistake. See how aggressive the Glenwood offense is, coming out with 45 seconds to play in the half. Again, Opelika won the toss and deferred, so they will get the ball to begin the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, we've seen Glenwood try to air it out some here in the first half. Have yet to kind of connect on passes down the field like we've seen Opelika do in recent minutes. But all it takes is one shot here down the middle of the field, and you've got a 1-possession game once again, Noah.
Now the officials trying to corral the football. Now they've got it. .45 seconds to go and 65 yards to go for the Gators. They want to score before the half. Slocum back in at quarterback. Low snap. We're going to run near side across the 20 and taking down a little past that first down marker, but a flag comes in on the run.
Like kind of a late flag too, Noah.
Yeah. Another flag against the Gators during the play. That'll back him up. So that'll make it first down and about 12. And 72 yards to go for the Gators offense. Pitch play back to Slocum. Going to sling it over the middle. Caught by Moody. And Moody runs along the far hash marks. Just shy of that first down marker. Going to bring up second down 1. 18 seconds and rolling. Let's see if the Gators choose to snap it again. Going to go quickly, and they're going to try to. Snap back to Slocum. Plenty of time. Looking deep. Gets away from the pressure, running far side, taken down as the first half expires across the 20-yard line. We were scoreless through the first 22 minutes. Then the Bulldogs score, get an interception, and score off of that on the next drive to lead at 12-0 heading to the halftime break. Matt, any final first half thoughts?
You know, Glenwood, starting with Glenwood here as the home team. First quarter, really good one for the Gators defensively. We saw some success offensively at times. Opelika, though, late in that second quarter, kind of coming alive. Those two big passes. Lady Bulldogs here with the 12-0 lead as we enter halftime.
Yep, it'll be a 5-minute halftime here at the Swamp, so we'll take it with me back in just a minute. 12-0 Opelika over the Gators after the first half of play on the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood. Stick around.
Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
Everyone, Thrift Behringer here, and I am with Terry Johnson and Terry Johnson Agency, one of the first sponsors I ever had when I started this endeavor over 4 years ago when I was doing it off my phone. I want to say thank you so much for believing in our vision of being able to serve the community, shine a light on all these athletes, all these programs. And Terry Johnson Agency, they've been serving the community for over 40 years. Home, auto, life, Church. Terry Johnson's been helping my family and me specifically. He's my insurance agent. I want to say thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Thrift, and I appreciate the opportunity that you gave me 4 years ago to come on board and to be an initial sponsor with you. And it's just been a good association with you and a pleasure to work with you, and look forward to a long association even further down the road.
No doubt about it. Again, serving the community for many years. You need a quote today, give them a call. Jeremy Crosby, his daughter Brooke, and of course, Mr. Terry. They're going to make you feel at home. They're going to take care of you. He's my insurance agent. It's Terry Johnson Agency, big supporter of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Case started, do yourself a favor and visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com. 24/7, nights and weekends, 365 days a year, and we only collect if you get paid.
At Slim Chickens, it's all about freedom of choice. Because life is about decisions. And you choose your next tasty adventure.
Duty savings on heavy-duty trucks. Right now at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. Choose from over 75 Chevy and GMC 2500 HDs with savings up to $12,000. For work or play, check them all out side by side. Or get 4.9% financing for 48 months and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
And welcome back to Sammy Howard Field on the campus of Glenwood School for the second half of the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. The first ever flag football game for the Glenwood Gators. They find themselves down 12-0 to the Opelika Bulldogs as we begin the third quarter. Noah Shelton, Matt Melton back here with you. Matt, what are some keys for this Gators offense if they want to get back in this ball game and try to find their first win?
You know, defensive play is where it starts, but you got to capitalize, maybe take some of these deep shots as we see Opelika trying to do there to start this third quarter.
Yeah, Jayla Holmes with a deep pass almost connected with Tinsley Williams for what would have been a 70-yard touchdown, just falls incomplete. So starting quarterback Michaela Chambry went out a little gimpy late in that first half. She is still not back on the field. We'll see if we can get any sort of information on that for you. Of course, that's a Houston Clinic injury timeout. We're going to have the show with Thrift and Richard about that coming up later this week for the first time. Going to be a fun one here on the channel. So it is Jayla Holmes still in at quarterback for Opelika. Holmes looking deep, rolls near side, steps up, going to run for it, gets taken down near the line of scrimmage. Good tackle by Lily Moody. Nice diving flag pull. Brings up third down.
Tell you, Moody's having a heck of a game defensively for the Lady Gators. Big third down here upcoming early in the third quarter. Can Glenwood get a stop? Or can Opelika continue the success potentially?
Third down and about 2 or 3 for Opelika. Another throw, this time far side caught for the first down. And taken down near the 27-yard line, another first down conversion. That pass to Caden Sally, who had the first touchdown of the ball game. Ball going to be just shy of the 30-yard line, and a first down and about 17 now for Opelika. Another deep pass by Holmes down the middle, incomplete. Off the hands of Tinsley Williams. And these deep shots by Opelika are really close to converting. You got to think they're going to convert one of these if they keep getting such good opportunities.
Tell you what, Opelika, dating back to maybe the 3 or 4 minute mark in the second quarter, kind of a shift in offensive game plan for the Bulldogs on that far sideline, have not been afraid to air it out at all, and they are seeing some success with it, kind of breaking up this Glenwood defense.
Now second down 12 from the 27. Holmes, screen pass over the middle, incomplete. Try to get it out in the middle to the snapper, Nala Riggs. Pass a little behind Riggs and brings up third down 12.
It's a dangerous play as well. Glenwood had a defender there. That might have been a pick six had they gotten two hands on it. Very dangerous pass there, and now you set up a third and long where it's decision time for Opelika.
1-3-3 set defensively for the Gators. Quick throw far side, bobbled and then caught and taken down just shy of that first down marker. Olivia Baker on the reception. But a good tackle out in space. Looked like that was Camden Yasenchuk on the tackle for Glenwood. Fourth down 2, and you got to think Opelika's going to go for it. Just shy of midfield.
Not the usual setup. Well, actually, it appears no way it will be the normal setup here on fourth down.
Yeah, now they're going to pinch in like they did with Chambry a couple times in the first half and got first down yardage on a carry by a quarterback keeper to convert a fourth down. Same play this time. Holmes now going to throw over the middle, caught for the first down. Impressive throw in under pressure. Olivia Baker on the reception, another tackle by Yasenchuk. And a big fourth down conversion again by the Opelika offense.
A little bit of a trickeration there, Noah. Offense goes one way, slip a receiver out in the middle of the field, and connection for a first down. Big play for the Bulldogs.
Back into the ball game at quarterback is Chambry. Throws it over the middle, caught for a gain of about 5 by Baker. Taken down just shy of that 30-yard line, brings up second down 11. So Chambry went out for about 2 or 3 drives, now back into the ball game at quarterback for Opelika. As the Bulldogs do some substituting. Seven minutes to play in our third quarter, 12-0 Bulldogs. Low snap back to Chambry, and the ball will be down there. Loss of about 6 on the bad snap. Going to be third down and about 16 now after the loss.
Yeah, definitely a deep passing situation here. Let's see if the Glenwood defense can get a stop here, force a fourth down, and then a decision from Opelika.
Plenty of time for Chambry. Looking deep, slings it over the middle, incomplete. Good defense on the back end by Paisley. Bailey did bat it away. Forces a fourth down. Tell you what, even if they don't score on this drive, this Bulldogs drive on offense has done its job when it comes to chewing some clock. Over 6 minutes already taken up on this drive. Offense still on the field on fourth down 15, and Chambry's going to throw for it. Looking deep, loads up, slings it over the middle, incomplete. Looked for Brooklyn Wilson, who was down near the 10, but there is a flag on the play. Illegal block against Opelika. Penalty will be declined, and the Gators will finally be on offense for the first time in our second half. Drive stalls near midfield, but did take up 6 minutes and 14 seconds, over half of this third quarter. And now a heat timeout called by the officials. 5:46 to play in the third quarter. 12-0 Bulldogs on the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood.
I'm Dr. Griff Gordy with Gordy Eye Care. For 20 years, we've been proud to serve the Phoenix City, Columbus, and surrounding areas. And Friday Night Lights is one of our favorite times of the year. My team and I love helping our student athletes and their families see every play clearly, with comprehensive eye exams and the latest in eyewear right here in our community. Here's to another season of Friday Night Football. I would love to see you and your family in our office so that we can get you seeing your best.
At Slim Chickens, it's all about freedom of choice. Because life is about decisions. And you choose your next tasty adventure.
Welcome back to the ball game. 5:46 to play here in the third quarter. Me and Matt going through some chicken restaurants. Here's another one for you. A new sponsor on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Chick-fil-A. We'd like to thank Todd Morgan, Todd Kalish, and all of the Chick-fil-A owner-operators for wanting to be a part of our high school coverage of high school athletics right here in the Tri-City area. Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood. Handoff by Slocum to the far side to Monkis. Gets the sideline. Good gain on first down. Going to gain a first down out close to midfield, across midfield, just shy of the 30.
It's a big-time play there on first down, Noah. Probably one of the biggest yardage gains for Glenwood here in the last two quarters. Definitely see if the Gators can capitalize on it here.
Good vision on that run by Monkis. Could easily be a Gordy Eye Care game vision of the moment for tonight's game. Low snap, Slocum. Handoff coming now near side. Monkis again on the carry across midfield. Pretty elusive. Gains about 4 there on the carry. Nice spin move to gain a couple extra yards.
Monkis reverses field around the left side, picks up about 4 yards, bringing up second down for the Gators.
Second down 5 for the Gators at the Opelika 25. Feel like you got to come away with points on this drive if you're the Gators, and another low snap, and that will go down as a loss.
See, I tell you, those low snaps in flag football, Noah, can be a killer. It's an automatic dead ball, and it also adds up to at least a 5-yard loss, possibly even more sometimes.
That'll bring up third down and about 7. Slocum bobbles the snap, going to take it down, pull it down and run. He gets taken down for a loss. Threat again with a great flag pull for a TFL. And a fourth down and long facing the Gators offense. Looks like the Gators will punt it away and play some field position.
Yeah, it's probably the right decision here too, Noah. You want to try to pin Opelika deep here as well. Don't give the Bulldogs the ball around midfield if you can.
Snap back to Moody. Line drive kick down the middle of the field, taken inside the 10. Returning to the 15, far side to the 20, getting the sideline 25 and pulled down there just shy of the 30. Good return by Caden Sally for the Bulldogs. And Opelika will set up shop. First down 10 from around their own 26-yard line. Good return there for the Bulldogs. 3:06 to play in our third quarter, still up 12-0. Fans, Georgia Alabama Sports Live is proud to welcome our newest sponsor, Dave & Buster's. We're excited to have them on board for this season. And starting next week, we'll be honoring 2 outstanding student athletes each week with the Dave & Buster's Student Athlete of the Week Award, recognizing excellence both on the field and in the classroom. 1st and 10 for Opelika. Holmes back in at quarterback. Looking deep, throws it high, has a lady open, and it is caught inside the 10. There's your Houlihan's highlight right there. What a catch by Mariah Jones. Massive game for the Bulldogs all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Tell you, the passing game of Opelika. Glenwood kind of kept it at bay in the first quarter, but the Bulldogs have come to life here in the last 2 frames, and they are knocking on the door once again of extending this lead to 3 possessions.
How about Jayla Holmes' deep ball? Beauty on that one, right on the money. Gain of 41 all through the air there by Holmes. Now 1st and goal from the 13. Going to be a carry near side, inside the 10, taken down near the 5. That was Orzora Reaver on the carry, but a flag comes in late, and it's going to be an illegal block against Opelika. So that'll back the ball up for the Bulldogs outside the 20-yard line. Penalties weren't really much of a factor in the first quarter and change, but they've kind of definitely gone up in frequency over the last quarter and a half or so. To be expected, though, here, especially for the first game for the Gators in program history. Been a pretty clean game overall for the Gators, considering that it is the first game ever.
Yeah, just kind of looking ahead for Glenwood as well. 2 big games coming up against Calvary Christian the first week, I believe, of September. Play them twice in the month of September as well.
Holmes, fade route, far side, jump ball, caught inside the 5 and down to the 1. Great grab by Olivia Baker, 2nd and goal from the 1 upcoming for Opelika.
It's a jump ball situation there. Throw it up, go get it. Nice grab there for the Opelika wideout.
2nd and goal from the 1. Opelika looking to punch it in and put just about the final nail in the coffin in this one from Sammy Howard Field. Bunch formation. Snap back to Holmes. Handoff near side. Another tackle for a loss. Again, Miller Sims on the TFL for the Gators. Forces 3rd down and goal now from near the 5.
Tell you, Sims is having a heck of a game. Probably TFL number 6 on the night, 6 or 7. Might have more than that, honestly, Noah.
For sure. She's definitely been the bright spot for the Gators, especially on defense. So now 3rd and goal from just inside the 5. Holmes rolls near side to throw. Over the middle to the end zone, dropped. Had Tinsley Williams open in the end zone, but Williams couldn't haul it in, brings up 4th down. Missed opportunity there for Opelika, but you got to think you got to go for it either way in this situation. Because even if you don't get it, you make the Gators have to go the full length of the field. They're going for it quickly. Holmes over the middle, caught, touchdown, Bulldogs. Cade and Sally with their 2nd touchdown of the evening gives the Bulldogs an 18-0 lead late in the 3rd. Another great throw by Holmes. As the Bulldogs have now blown it open, up 18-0 with 22 seconds to play in our 3rd quarter. Now for the conversion, Holmes looking to throw to the end zone. Same play, and this time Williams catches it for the conversion. So now the Lady Bulldogs lead 19-0. Just 22 seconds left till our 4th quarter. Again, Noah Shelton, Matt Melton back here with you from the Swamp. The first ever game in program history in flag football for the Glenwood Gators. Fans, I'd like to remind you that this year the Columbus Lions are sponsoring our live ticker, providing live score updates during football season and more through the winter and spring. Gasso and the Lions are also proud to announce a new show, the Saturday Morning Roar. live at 9 a.m. running through football season, recapping Friday night football across Columbus, Phoenix City, and the surrounding areas. Be sure to listen to Thrift and the Gang at 9 a.m. Saturday morning, recapping football from this Friday on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Again, thanks to the Columbus Lions for sponsoring our new show. Slocum on the first play, slings it over the middle, caught across the line of scrimmage by Walden, and taken down just shy of the marker to gain, gains about 4 to the 19-yard line. Clock running down, and that will take us to the end of our third quarter. After 3 quarters of play, Lady Bulldogs of Opelika 19, Glenwood Lady Gators nothing. Big comeback needed for the Gators to get their first win in program history in their first game ever in program history. We'll be back in just a moment for the final quarter of action on the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood.
Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I'm Dr. Griff Gordy with Gordy Eye Care. For 20 years, we've been proud to serve the Phoenix City, Columbus, and surrounding areas. And Friday Night Lights is one of our favorite times of the year. My team and I love helping our student athletes and their families see every play clearly, with comprehensive eye exams and the latest in eyewear right here in our community. Here's to another season of Friday Night Football. I would love to see you and your family in our office so that we can get you seeing your best.
Coming back to you.
And welcome back to the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood. We begin the fourth quarter with the Gators down 19-0 to Opelika in their first ever flag football game in program history. On offense, slinging it to the far side and incomplete. Slocum overthrew about everybody on the route tree. Falls incomplete, brings up, going to be second down and 20. Third down in inches. Ball actually marked just shy of the 20-yard line, so did not gain the first down on the last play of the third quarter. Slocum rolling far side, looking to throw. Slings it back over the middle across her body. Caught for a first down. Monkus across the 30 and taken down near the 31-yard line. Big third down conversion for the Gators. Keeps the drive alive.
There's a number of Lady Gators, Noah, here today that are having a heck of a game. Lola Monkus is one of those. Has definitely shown some things. Glenwood head coach Allie Cadenhead kind of moving her all over the field. She's run the ball. She's caught it. She's even dropped back to pass a few times. Definitely showing her versatility here.
Slocum going to keep it and run near side across the 35, close to midfield, taken down at around the 37-yard line, gains about 6. Going to bring up second down and 3. Snap goes back to Bailey, pitches over to Slocum, slings it deep over the middle, incomplete. Try to get it out to Moody, and overthrew her, just landed short of what would have been an Opelika interception, brings up third down and 2.
Yeah, definitely a little trickeration there from the Lady Gator offense. Pass goes to the middle of the field, though. Would love to see Glenwood here potentially try to do something toward the sideline. Need about 2 or 3 yards here to get the first down.
Third down 3. Burns in motion. Gets the give. Fumbles the ball and is dead there. Had a lane to the far side for the first down, but bobbled the ball and dropped it. And that'll lose about 6 yards, bring up 4th down 9.
Ball hits the ground. It'll be 4th and long for the Gators.
Definitely have to go for it here too, Noah, if you are Glenwood.
Absolutely.
Play of the game if you are the Lady Gators on offense.
Slocum to throw. Looking deep. Slings it over the middle. Intercepted. Olivia Baker with the pick, running it back far side across midfield to the 30 and out of bounds near the 27. A desperation heave picked off by the Bulldogs, and that'll just about ice this one.
Stop made by 11. Corey Walton. Opelika takes over. 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, or 1st and 7 for Opelika from the 27 in Glenwood territory. Chambry in at quarterback. 8:51 to play. Throws it over the middle. Caught inside the 25. Taken down to the 22 by Moody. Gain of 5 on 1st down. Brings up 2nd down 2.
Number 2. Got by 9 for Moody. 2nd down for the Bulldogs.
Chambry rolling near side, plenty of time, fires it far side, incomplete, nearly intercepted. Trying to get it out to Mariah Jones on the far side. Caroline Chappa came in and nearly had the interception, forces 3rd down and 2. Chambry rolling far side. In hot pursuit is Miller Sims. She takes her down for the sack. The 147th CFL, it feels like, for Miller Sims in the ball game. Forces 4th down and long for Opelika.
Yeah, definitely one of the bright spots for either team on the field here this afternoon. It's been a heck of a start to the year for Sims.
That brings up 4th down 8 for Opelika, and they're going to go for it. Chambry slings it far side, caught at the line of scrimmage, makes a move inside, going to get the 1st down and more. Great cut to the inside of the field by Morgan Johnson. Gets just enough for that 1st down across the 20. And a massive conversion there for Opelika.
Opelika's 1st down.
Chambry to throw. Pump fakes, looking deep. Now slings it to the middle of the end zone, incomplete. Intended for Ashley Medina. Good defense on the back end by Paisley Bailey and Brooklyn Sellers. And now a heat timeout called by the officials. 6:24 to play in the ball game. 19-0 Opelika here at the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood.
Duty savings on heavy-duty trucks. Right now at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. Choose from over 75 Chevy and GMC 2500 HDs with savings up to $12,000. For work or play, check them all out side by side. Or get 4.9% financing for 48 months and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
case started, do yourself a favor and visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com. 24/7, nights and weekends, 365 days a year, and we only collect if you get paid.
And welcome back to the Zaxby's Game of the Week at Glenwood. 6:24 to play. Lady Bulldogs 19, Lady Gators nothing, and the first ever flag football game in program history for the Lady Gators. See some bright spots on defense. The offense has moved the ball a few drives, just has not been able to finish any of them. Chambry, pop pass to the far side, taken down for a gain of about 3. Jazara Agee on the carry for the Bulldogs. Third down and goal now from about the 15. The Gators had starting field position inside the 10 after a great punt return by Addison Osman, but the drive went backwards and they had the punt. Had opportunities early to get on the scoreboard, did not take advantage of any of them. Chambry over the middle, incomplete. Threaded the needle to Ashley Medina through traffic, but she couldn't haul it in. Again, the sun right in the faces of the receivers for Opelika here in the fourth quarter as they look back toward the ball. Brings up fourth down goal from the 15, and the Bulldogs will go for it. 5:30 to play.
See if the Glenwood Lady Gators can get a stop here, Noah.
Chambry cuts near side, gonna just run with it, and gets taken down after a gain of about 2. And that will be another turnover on downs for Opelika. Chloe Walden on the tackle. Nice flag pull in open space, and the Gators offense will trot back out there with 5:15 to play.
Noah, also just want to remind everybody watching Friday night right here.
Yeah.
You'll be here, Noah, you and Mike
Absolutely.
Peacock.
Looking forward to that matchup. Glenwood and Brookstone here from the Swamp. Brookstone looking to avoid starting 0-3. Gators coming off a technicality of a win against Lee Scott. Called a win 7-0, even though they only played about a quarter and a half of that thing. Now the Gators on offense back out there. Slocum going to keep it, run up the middle, and gains about 4. Of course, I was over at Russell County as they opened the season with a massive win over Booker T. Nico Key had a solid first start at quarterback for Russell County. Of course, you were over at Chatco for a big win for Chattahoochee County over Terrell.
Yeah, Chatco putting up 32 at home. Great game out there in Casita. As you mentioned, Glenwood Brookstone this Friday night, one of multiple games here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Be it Calvary and Flint River. Carver and Spencer also play.
Yeah, going to be a fun Friday night for sure. Over the middle, Slocum, caught by Moody. Gets the first down out near the 27-yard line as the Gators move the chains. Of course, got you covered everywhere around the area on the channel. Got volleyball tomorrow, Brookstone, Pacelli. Flag football, Pike County and Russell County tomorrow. Ricky Rogers and Austin Allen there for that one. Thursday night, Muskogee County football tomorrow night. Upson Lee at Shaw. Thrift and Frosty on the call for that one tomorrow night. Throw over the middle, caught across the 30, and Paisley Bailey going to be taken down about 5 yards shy of that first down marker. And then, of course, on Friday night, Spencer Carver, Dageville, Pacelli, Flint River, Calvary, and Brookstone, Glenwood. Of course, me and Peacock will be here for the Brookstone Glenwood game. How about Dadeville going across the river to Pacelli? Should be an interesting one.
That should be an interesting matchup. For Glenwood, sure. Dadeville, I believe they were region foes here the last 2 years in the AHSAA.
Indeed, they were.
Team that the Gators are very familiar with.
Keeper by Slocum up the middle, taken down at that first down marker. Let's see if they'll give it to her. And they will, and that will move the chains as she crosses midfield. 3:25 to play and counting. Again, the Gators, their next 2 games will both be against Calvary. On the road at Calvary the 15th of September, and then here at home against Calvary on the 22nd. They also play Russell County, Chatco, Trinity Presbyterian, and in their region, Emmanuel, Montgomery Catholic, and Northside Methodist out of Dothan. Keeper again, Slocum, running far side. Running behind Ava Burns, gains about 5 yards to the 35. As for Opelika, they'll be the road warriors this year. Road games at Glenwood, Smith Station, and Central in the first 2 weeks of the season. Then the final 5 games are all on the road against Auburn, Dothan, Lynette, Smith Station again, and Carver, Montgomery.
As you mentioned, Smith Station and Central, 2 of the top flag football teams in the state. I believe both made the state semifinals a year ago. Central obviously on that incredible run in flag football at the moment.
Slocum taken down for the sack. Nice play by Caden Sally. Gonna make it 3rd down and about 20.
If you're Glenwood, though, this Opelika team was just kind of looking at their schedule. One of the toughest kind of tests that they will face this season in their inaugural season. It's a good measuring stick to see where you are right to begin the year. Obviously got the break before the Calvary game next, so kind of time to assess kind of what goes right, what went wrong in this game for head coach Allie Cadenhead, and just kind of correct that as you kind of get ready to go across the river, go play a good Calvary team over there in Columbus.
So they'll take the 2-minute timeout with 2 minutes to play, and we'll take it with them. Bulldogs 19, Lady Gators nothing on the Zaxby in the week. Actually, that's going to be our ball game. They're going to call it the 2-minute timeout with the Bulldogs up 19-0. So the Gators in the first game in program history show some highlights, including who's going to be our Alex Quinney All-State Agency Player of the Game. We'll get to her in a moment. But the Gators on defense held strong for the first 2 quarters or so. Opelika, really with their starting quarterback, Michaela Chambry, going out with an injury, brought in Jayla Holmes, who has a heck of a deep ball, found a couple of those long connections through the air, a couple of them being touchdowns. And that was the difference in the ball game as Opelika wins it 19-0. For Alex Quinney, also Agency Player of the Game, felt like she was living in the backfield on the defensive side for the Gators. Miller Sims, at least 6 tackles for loss by our count, probably more. And Miller Sims is our Alex Quinney All-State Agency Player, Good Hands Player of the Game. Congrats, Miller Sims. Not only the first one for Glenwood today, but the first one ever for flag football for the Glenwood Gators.
Yeah, Sims, a heck of a game for the Lady Gators. Playing along the line, I believe 6 or 7 at least tackles for loss. A few sacks thrown in there as well, so congratulations to Miller Sims. And the Lady Gators and the Opelika Bulldogs, a really good game here to kind of kick off the Alabama high school flag football season.
Should be a fun one for sure. Fun first season for the Lady Gators, starting flag football again for the first time in program history. So for Matt Milton, my color guy, producer, camera guy, scoreboard operator, about everything besides me just talking here on Play-by-Play, we thank you for watching this presentation of flag football on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. We thank all of our sponsors. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget, we got volleyball, flag football, and Upson Lee Shaw football tomorrow night. Of course, Friday, got 4 games for you on the channels. High school football, Friday Night Lights is back, everybody. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Good night, everybody.